Well, I'm pretty sure this is going to land in the fairway here. From 115 yards out. Going with a pitching wedge here. And a bit of a poor approach shot there. From 27 feet. So close. And about 5 feet from the cup. And that one will drop for the bogey. And he's moving on up on the leaderboard after that hole. And now the 11th hole. Well, I think this one's going to find the short grass. Okay, and from 180 yards out. Going with the hybrid here. And this putt's for birdie. Oh my gracious, that was close. And about 5 feet to go here. And the par putt drops. And unfortunately, he's going to move down in the standings after that one. Okay, moving on to the 12th. Could have put a bit too much club on this one. And that's just too bad. That shot's still in the sand. And setting up your green side, but definitely in the rough. And about 17 feet to the cup. And just missing. And it looks like he moved down on the leaderboard after that one. And now the 13th hole. And a promising looking shot here. And folks, this one is in the rough. And I think he will like that. And this putt's for birdie. And from that length, that is a feat to accomplish. And he will move up on the leaderboard after that hole. And now the 14th hole. And that was quite a display of power there. And this is for birdie. Oh, and just doesn't want to drop. And about 5 feet to go here. And that one drops for par. And the score to beat today is even par so far. Yeah, moving on to the 15th hole. Well, not a very great approach shot there. And this is to save par. All right, let's take a peek at the leaderboard now. And he's going to move down in the standings after that hole. And teeing off on this par 4. Okay, this one's looking pretty good. From about 135 yards out. This one's looking a bit long, folks. And that approach is on the green with some distance left. Ooh, that would have been good. And about 7 feet to go here. Ooh, I thought that one was gonna be in. This one's about 3 feet away. And that will be for bogey. And it looks like he moved down in the rankings after that hole. Okay, and moving on to the 17th now. It appears to be heading for the fairway here. And about 16 feet left to go. For the bird. And after that hole, he will move up 2 spots on the leaderboard. And moving on to the 18th hole. And this drive's just smoking, folks. And about 180 yards to the pin. Looks like the hybrid is on display here. And this next putt for a final round score of 80. And that one will drop for birdie. And at the end of this round, he's probably already thinking about the next round, wondering how he can improve his game. Can't wait to see what happens then. Well, that is all for us here at the TGC Network. We thank you so much for tuning in, and we will see you next time. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is John McCarthy, and I'm just so happy to welcome you to our coverage of this event on the TGC Network. And our second round action is about to begin. Let's see what happens today out there, folks. And from 165 yards out. Yeah, it looks like a 5-iron. Yeah, not the greatest luck on that approach shot. And that's just not going to cut it. Gotta get out of those sand traps. From 18 feet. Oh my goodness. Setting up about 12 feet away. Ooh. That was very close. And this puts about 3 feet away. Finishing this hole with a solid putt. And unfortunately, starting today's round off at 3 over par. And now the second hole tee off. And he can't be too happy with that shot. from 28 feet. This one looks about 4 feet. Nice little putt. And after that hole, 3 over for the event. And now let us see what the third hole has in store. Pretty sure that's the 5 wood. Too much club, I think. Setting this one up in the green side rough. And with this, hopefully, they can save par. And this is right around the 8-foot mark. Ooh, and it just misses. And this putt's about 3 feet away. Well, that's just weird. Those putts usually drop. This one's about 2 feet from the cup. Now let's take a look at the leaderboard. And unfortunately, he will go down in the standings after that one. All right, here's the 4th hole. Well, this one's looking like it's finding the fairway. And about 12 feet from the cup. Ooh, just missing here. And it's about a few feet from the cup. That one's going to drop for bogey. And currently sitting at 8 over par. And that means he's also tied for 11th spot on the leaderboard. Okay, and here is the 5th hole. Well, this one's looking pretty good. This looks like around a 4-footer, I'd say. For the birdie. And after that, 7 over par for the day. And he's also tied for 9th on the leaderboard. And it's looking like this is bound for the short stuff. From here, 220 to the pin. And here's the 3-wood. Bit too much club on that. And this is about a 4-footer. And that putt drops for par. And he's moving in the right direction, moving up on the leaderboard after that hole. And let's see what the 7th hole has in store today. And that looks like a 5-iron. And this putt's for birdie. Ooh. Five feet to go here. And that putt's gonna drop for par. And he's going to stay right there where he was on the leaderboard. No change in the ranking. Okay, we find ourselves now on the 8th hole tee-off. Yeah, I think this one's going to find the fairway. And ladies and gentlemen, that was a joy to watch. Hitting the green here on this par 4 from the tee. Ooh, and that was very, very close. And this one's for birdie. And that one will drop. And after that hole, he is moving up on the leaderboard. And now teeing off on the par 5. That one's back in the fairway from 135 yards out. going with the 8 iron. And that's a bit of bad luck. He's in the water here. And about 9 feet to go here. And that one drops for the bogey. And they'll stay right there in 7th place after that hole. And let's see what the 10th has in store. It's looking like it's heading into the fairway. From 140 yards out. Looks like a 7 iron. And that couldn't have been the intended result on that approach. And about 14 feet away here. And that one will drop for par. And he's going to move up in the standings after that hole. And moving on to the 11th hole. Well, this one's looking like it's in the fairway. And 180 yards out. I think this might be a bit long. Too much club on that one. I think he'll like that. And about 4 feet from the cup. And that one's going to go for par. And after that hole, currently sitting at 7 over par. And moving along now on the 12th hole. Three wood in action here. too much club on that, I think. And setting up here in the green side rough. And this to save par. And from that length, my goodness, that was some putt. And that hole is going to result in him moving down in the standings. All right, and let's see what happens on the 13th hole here. I think we'll find some fairway here. Okay, and about 145 yards left. And looks like a 6-iron. And on this shot, he's ended up in the water. He's going to have to re-hit or take a drop. From here, 38 feet to the cup. And right into the cup. And after that one, he's fallen in the standings. And setting up now on the 14th hole. Well, I'm pretty sure this is going to land in the fairway here. This one's about 6 feet away. And the par putt will drop. And that hole is going to allow him to move up in the standings. And now setting up on this par 3. And here's the 6-iron. 23 feet to go. And that one drops for the birdie. And he's going to move up on the leaderboard after that one. And setting up on the 16th tee. Well, so far so good for this one. From 130 yards out. This is heading towards the green. Okay, he is now on the green. 12 feet to the cup. Oh, that was very close. And about 4 feet from the cup. And that par putt will drop. And after that one, he's unfortunately going to be moving down in the standings. And let's see what the 17th has in store. Oh, I think this one's going to find the short grass. And this one's for birdie. And from that length, what a fantastic putt. Moving down after that hole and into 6th place on the leaderboard. And picking up on the 18th hole action here. Let's see what happens. Yeah, this is looking fairway bound. And about 180 yards to the pin. think that's the hybrid. Just too much club. And from the green side rough. And I think he's going to like that. And this next putt for a final round score of 78. And tapping in to end this round with a par. And as his round winds down, he will find himself in 7th place on the leaderboard. And that's it for us here today, folks. We thank you so much for tuning in. And as always, we will see you next time. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you're ready for some golf because it's almost guaranteed to be a good time here on the TGC network. And our next golfer on the tee is in our top 10 on the leaderboard. Could be an interesting round here, folks. It appears to be heading for the fairway here. And about 165 yards to the pin. I think that's a 5-iron. "32 feet out from here." From here, this is about 10 feet away. Oh my goodness, that was close. And about 8 feet to the cup. Ooh, and it just misses. And finishing the hole with a solid putt. And starting the day off at 2 over par. And now let's see what this second hole has in store. And nicely done, looking like we'll have some fairway here. From 115 yards out. Taking a shot with the pitching wedge. From 25 feet away. This one's about 6 feet away. And that putt will go for par. And no change ranking-wise after that hole. Now let's see what this third hole has in store. This one's looking good, folks. Bit too much club on that one. And setting this one up near the green, but in the rough. And this putt to save par. Oh, that's bad luck there. And about 12 feet to go to get to that cup. Let's see how things are shaping up on the leaderboard. Okay, and still holding steady in second place after that hole. And now the fourth hole. And I am pretty sure he's going to like that. I think he's going to like that. Oh my word. Right off the pin on that one. And this for the birdie. And now let's take a look at the leaderboard. And after that hole, staying fast in the second place on the leaderboard. Okay, let's see what the fifth has in store for us. Oh well, this is an insanely powerful drive off the tee here, folks. And this putt is for birdie. And now let's take a look at that leaderboard. And after that hole, staying right there in second place. And now setting up for the par 4. And about 220 yards away. Going with the 3-wood. This putt's for birdie. Ooh, and that was very close. This one looks about 4 feet. And that putt drops. And they will stay in second place after that hole. And now setting up on this par 3. Going with the 5-iron here. Just not enough club on that one. And that was just a sweet bunker shot. Might even get up and down here. And that one drops for par. And after that hole, nothing changes in the standings for them. Still in second place. Well, this one's looking like it's finding the fairway. No, that's just poor luck there. I thought that was going to be better. Yeah, this one's about 19 feet away. Ooh, almost. 5 feet to go here. And that one will drop for bogey. Okay, and still holding steady in second place after that hole. That lie is going to be much easier than the last one. And this is going right towards the hazard. And about 17 feet to the cup. And a nice putt. And after that hole, staying right there in second place. And now setting up for the par 4 tee off. Well, this one's looking pretty good. And about 145 yards to the pin. Yeah, that's not what you want for your approach. And this putt could save par. Ooh, that one's, that's too bad. And about 5 feet from the cup. And that will be for bogey. All right, and currently sitting at 7 over for the day. And now teeing off on this par 4. Okay, this one's looking pretty good. From here, about 190 yards. That looks like the hybrid. And they're about 3 feet away here. And that one will drop for par. And he's sticking to the same position he was at after that hole. The next hole we have before us is a par 3. Let's see what happens. Going with the 3-wood here. Setting up here greenside, but in the rough. Looking like 8 feet to the cup here. And that one drops for par. And they will stay in second place after that hole. And time for the 13th here. Ooh, look at that drive go. And this for the birdie. And the long putt will drop. Very nice stroke on that one. And after that hole, nothing changes in the standings for them. Still in second place. And this putt is for birdie. And that was just pretty to watch. Long, long putt right into the cup. And that puts him into the lead. Let's see what happens here now. And setting up now on the 15th tee. Going towards the green here. And he's on the green. And this putt's for birdie. And the putt will drop. And he will fall out of first place after that. Okay, I'm moving on to the 16th here. Yeah, I think this one's going to find the fairway. From 130 yards. And here's an 8-iron. From 19 feet. Ooh, that was very close. And about 6 feet away. And that one will drop. And he will stay right where he is on the leaderboard after that hole. And next up we have a par 5 hole. And this one's for birdie. Oh my, and that was just fun to watch. And after that hole, staying fast in the second place on the leaderboard. And now teeing up for the final hole of the round. And this shot's looking promising. From 185 yards. Going with the hybrid here. And this next putt for a 74 on their final round. And this next putt for a final round score of 75. And that putt drops on in for par. And as this event comes to an end, he's going to finish ranked third. And that is it for me here, folks, from all of us here at the TGC Network. Thank you for tuning in, and we will see you next time.